Let's look at the patch. Boom, 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 boom. So just zoom that out a bit. Bam, 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 bam. Let's start from the prizes. This is cool. This is cool. This is so cool. I like this as a thing. I thought they'd need to bring in a new tribal in order to change the game up, but by bringing in this whole like prizes thing, it actually shifts the meter up like a lot. So yeah, like I was saying, you can't discover any of it, so there's kind of like no control over what you're getting out of this. But some clear winners. Gacha gifts amazing. You just triple up with your tier 1 units. Coin solid. This is obviously really good. Just an extra minion. Like that's just gonna even out your curve like really well. This sucks. Who cares about rocking and rolling? Like yeah, I don't care. It's free gold basically. It's free gold, but it's for rolls, and the more you roll, the worse off you are. This, yeah, there'll be some effect, I guess. On the house, S tier, absolute S tier. You get this, that's nuts. It costs 2 gold for at least to get this hero power. Doing it for 0 gold, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Guru rules, this is just Hangry Dragon. You're activating an alternative Hangry Dragon curse by playing this. You're just going to lose every fight. Very good though, very good. Hangry Dragon, infinite scaling, +2/+2. Guru rules, same thing. But you'll lose now. You'll lose all your fights. Remember Vash, guys? Remember when she came out for like half a second and they got rid of her because she's trash? Well, here you go. Now she's back in a hero, in a single card. You think you can discover it? It doesn't say in the patch notes. This is oh, you'll discover a Dark Moon prize? Okay, my bad, my bad. Turns out I'm an idiot and can't even read. Okay, let's go back here then. When you discover your priority is gacha gift. Gacha gift. After that, it's like coins probably. And then new recruit, I'd say that's the pre-order. Or like maybe good stuff could be one of these things. Basically, this is your ideal. Having one extra tier 1 unit, you can turn into gold anyway. Like if there's tokens in the game, it's just 2 gold, same as pocket change. Um, yeah, I don't know. A lot of these are going to depend on what your board state's like, but this is probably the best one. There's no S tier here. This is pretty good too, to be honest. The good stuff, +1 health. I suppose if it's turn 4. No, actually, scratch that. This is S tier. My bad. I got the timing right. Or timing wrong. Good stuff is S tier. Gacha gift is next. Give us one every time. Good stuff. What's Deadly Spore versus Ghoul? Such value? Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that this is going to be before tier 3. The good stuff is good on tier 2 and tier 3 because the average stat line for tier 2 units is free. If you now have an average stat line of 3/4 on your minions, you're doing 2/4 trades with other tier 2 units. So you're going to be like better stronger than everyone in tier 2 and tier 3. Same as tier 3, the average stat line is a 4/4. So if you have a 4/5, you're suddenly 2/1 trading things. That's what makes Hurricane Cyclone so good. As a 4/1, it can 2/1 trade other tier 3 units. Yeah, so sorry, the good stuff is S tier, and then it's Gacha Gift is next, and then you can kind of just pick whatever you want from the rest. Don't get rocking and rolling, guys. I keep telling you not to refresh if you can avoid it. Like you're only refreshing if you're getting minions that are below your tier, pretty much. Crazy Patch Battlegrounds changing again? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Turn 2, yeah, this is the nuts. This is the first thing you pick. I don't care about like all the scaling stuff. You just get on the house. Just discover a minion. On your current Tavern tier. You do so much with this. Like if Elise is S tier, like that means this is S tier, okay? Like if you can get her hero power for 1 turn, that's S tier. I'd say next is probably Gruul Rules, and then probably Unlimited Coin. And then the bouncer is 2.5 Arguses, so it's very good as well. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'd say. Time Thief, obviously, if you specifically verse like Galakron, who's going to be removed from the game anyway, this loses value with no Galakron. But if you randomly verse some guy who has some godlike board, I guess, you grab that. Yeah, this is definitely saying like the plain version, right? It's not saying it's not like Cat's hero power, yeah? Where it discovers a minion that's exactly whatever the cat one is. Nah, definitely not. It should be the plain version. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Price turn free. Ice block, 100%. Who cares about the rest? Ice block lets you like. First of all, you live, right? It's a free. You get past anything. Like all of this card is rubbish. Just take Ice Block. I guess if you're like the strongest person in the game, it doesn't really matter. But even then, Ice Block will let you get past those 1%ers that show up if you're the strongest. Give a minion Divine Shield. Meh. If your millhouse does that bump the rerolls up to like A? Yeah, probably actually if your millhouse. So it's on each turn. So turn 4, everyone's gonna discover one of these. Turn 8, everyone's gonna discover a prize turn 2. Turn 12, everyone's gonna discover one of these. Obviously, you could technically pick one of these other ones, and there's probably spots where it's better, but like generally, if you don't know how to think about the game, just pick Ice Block and you'll be good. You can guarantee second place with that minimum. Um, Fill your hand with bananas? No thanks. That's pretty much double a minion's attack, I guess, with a little more variety. Give minion Divine Shield, I guess. That's pretty good. Top Shelf, like Top Shelf is basically a free gold version of all that glitters, right? Like as an sorry, a zero gold version of all that glitters, because you have to buy the unit from Bob's shop too. There's not that many golden units you're gonna be like happy about hitting at that point in the game. Like make a random minion and Bob's 7 golden, like very niche spots. You're gonna be like, yes, I hit the 1 and 6 on the board, and that was better than doing top shelf. I don't know. If you got the money, I guess you just go ahead and do all that glitters. Maybe you get a battle cry for +2/+2 doing it. This is kind of cool. Just return it to your hand, give it +2/+2. So that's just to make your Amalgadon. Like if you didn't complete it that turn, you just do it again. So yeah, generally, Ice Block S tier. Probably Discover tier 6 is the next one. I'd say Divine Shield is like third. Like S, A, and then like everything else is B tier. Discover a new hero power. If you miss Holy Light, do this and find George's hero power. Easy, it's 2 gold. Only one person can get Ice Block? Yeah, yeah, it does. It says only one person can discover it. So if you discover it, bam, see, it's SS tier. You're the only one with it. Guys, you're like, no one else is getting this. It's just you if you see it. You see a tavern before you choose? Yes, you do see a tavern. All that glitters could be nutty into a brand light thing. All that glitters. Yeah, yeah. Well, it can be, but that's what I mean. It's a very niche spot where it's like super RNG. Like eh, you're gonna pick this over this, like when you're like when there's like something in the shop that's gonna do it. But like generally, it's just gonna be a free gold version of top shelf. To be perfectly honest, you could buy it at the shop and then do it. Yeah, true, true. You can do some buy stuff. So with Millhouse, all that glitters. Yeah, there's a bit more control of it, huh? This game gets even more RNG. High roll, I know, right? That's the direction they decided to take it. More RNG. And then this is turn 16, so who cares? Like, no one. Actually, you guys are probably getting to turn 16. You don't get to turn 16 once you get to like 10k plus. But below that, you're definitely getting there. I mean, this is all kind of obvious, right? Just get this one. Divine Shield, Wind Fury, +10/+10. It's pretty much the nuts. Make a friendly minion golden and return it to your hand. Whatever. Like, it's not going to matter by turn 16. Let's say you have a Kali and you've been scaling with it, and like, ooh, now I can make it golden. Like, who cares? It's the end of the game. It's turn 16. If your first 5 refreshes, it costs 0, whoop-de-doo. Like, if you're on turn 16, this is the last turn. It's basically, here's 5 gold. You might as well get fresh tab for 10 gold. Rest of the game minions and Bob's 7 cost 1 less. Yeah, once again, it's the same thing. Like, don't get this. Probably Argent. This is S tier. Then probably Argent Braga unless you have like trash units, like you're running some like crap poison comp. And then big winner I guess to try to do everything again. Try find that ice block. But yeah, like honestly this 1016 stuff is just like who cares? This is really the only one here, give a dog a bone. The rest is like whatever. This is big one is interesting only because you can hold these cards in your hand, so you don't have to do it all straight away. But honestly, if you're doing big winner, the tier levels of all your prizes are going to be completely different. Like S tier at 1016 is probably +2/+2. It's pretty funny. Maybe might have Stormwind. Yeah, and this obviously sucks at that point. You just want the bouncer for +5. You're just looking for stats at that point, and a divine shield. There you go. That's pretty much it. So once you get 1016, you're just trying to get like you're trying to get this card, but for 3 other discovers. Big banana +2, +7, and then a divine shield. So no wind fury, but 7/7 with divine shield. Glitter is just better than top shelf. I disagree. I disagree. Like maybe you can do a little more with it, but there's just not many cards you want golden. Isn't the gold one better than top shelf every time? Turn 12 to get tier 5 and gold wins at something bad, you play and discover tier 6 minion? Yeah, sure. So it costs free gold to do it, right? So like if you hit the bad unit, you now have to pay free gold to find your tier 6 unit that you then resell. So it's like, I guess it costs 2 gold. It costs 2 gold. It's a 2 gold version of top shelf. Like, if it's turn 12, what golden unit are you going to pick up at that point in the game that's going to like make any change to your game? Like nothing, right? You're already kind of locked into a final in-game comp. Like maybe if you're playing like Beasts, Exodia, then you can do all that glitters into like try to set up like a Baron hit on it. But like then you're actually gonna invest like say you're trying to buy out the entire shop so you can try and force this onto a Baron. You're never gonna get it to 100%. You've spent 10 gold trying to hit the Baron with all that glitters, and then if you miss, you just wasted like 10 plus gold on like on then having to like buy a trash unit to then discover a tier 6. You get what I mean? Like, this seems good. It's one of those, like, it seems like a good card, but in reality, it's just going to be like, yeah, like a bad RNG version of Top Shelf. You're playing Zephyrus today, you said it should be free gold, yeah. You're just wanting to run your opponent out of time. You discover the T16 with that golden even if it sucks. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a top shelf that costs money. Like, just if you're doing that, if you've got a shop full of terrible minions you don't want on your board, might as well just get top shelf in, right? It's fine. You guys will learn over time. You'll play it. You'll be like, you'll pick all that glitters. You'll like waste all your money on it, and then like over like 100 plus games of doing it, you'll realize, hang on a sec, all that glitters isn't that great. I probably should be doing top shelf, but that's fine. It's a learning game anyway. You're supposed to experience it. I'm still gonna pick all that glitters over top shelf to begin with, guys. Like, cause it just looks fun anyway. I want to do that RNG kind of stuff, and then once I'm punished enough times, I'll stop doing it. So that's all your prizes. New heroes suck. These are just the worst. Sounds like girls IRL. I wasted 10 gold looking for Kelly Goose. I understand why people can't see your point. That's fine. You just experience it. Like it's the sort of game you don't just listen to people. You do it and go, oh, that's why he's saying that. You know? Kafun. Kafun is bad Rakanishu. Actually, the worst Rakanishu. You have to use this hero power 5 times to be at the same level as Rakanishu. You're not like, when are you pressing this button? When are you pressing the button? You're pressing it on turn 3, maybe. Maybe. Then you're gonna press it on turn 5, maybe? No, turn 6. Turn 6. Turn 6 is the next time you press it, right? No, it'll be turn 5. So turn 5 you press it again, that's 2. So it's +2/+2 on turn 5. Rakanishu's already doing +3/+3 by that point. He did +2/+2 on the first hit that you could do this, and he did +3/+3 on the second hit you could do this. Don't insult Rakanishu by comparing it to that stick hero. You know what, actually, upgrades after each use. If that actually means give a friendly, like when you click it, it turns into +2/+2, repeat 1 time, then it's quite strong. I was actually thinking it's only the repeat increases, but if the plus increases with every click, then maybe it's quite good. That seems too strong though. No, surely they won't do it. But anyway, if you want to play Kafun, then you'll also want to play Rakanishu, a much better version of Kafun. At least Rakanishu's cute. You get to press it on turn 8 if you're not dead. What's passive? There's no passive here. It's upgrades after each use. You have to click it for 2 gold every time. It's terrible. Avatar's off, same thing. I don't wanna clutter my board with a 1/1 on the board. Like if Curator's terrible, this is no better. Haven't confirmed if the fish is a beast or a murloc though. I think it should be a murloc if it's a fish. Wait, you have to click it to upgrade it, but it goes off every turn? What? No, no, no. That's not passive. You click the button, and then at the end of your turn, it will do the buffs. Yeah, there's 2 here. Like, it doesn't passively at the end of your turn give minions +1/+1. That'd be amazing. I would love that. But this means in order to activate it, you must press the button. Yeah, it would say passive if it was in it. It literally says passive whenever it's passive. Yeah, passive hero power. So it would say that there, passive hero power. At the end of turn, give a friendly minion +1/+1. It's random as well, which is terrible. Yeah, I know, right? Rakinishu got buffed so you could pick your target. And that made him no better, but this is completely random. Yeah, it's just absolutely the worst. Imagine bringing an old god out and he's worse than like Fireboy. Same thing here. Like, what are your targets, right? Bomb, Selfless Hero, Zoth. That's about it. Um, like you're gonna sell this very quickly. It's just never really gonna make the end game cut. I'm just trying to think of a spot where it might. Maybe in a Goldrun comp, I guess. It's just another Goldrun. But like, it's a 1/1 on your board. Like, that's terrible. And you need the Goldrun in order to trigger it. Zoth is literally just force Goldrun, yeah. Reach the exact same as George, it should be targetable. At the end of the turn, it should be random. Yeah, don't worry about this one. This is terrible anyway. Well, if it was passive, it wouldn't be terrible, but yeah. Blizzard sucks at wording. Anyway, this sucks as well. It's just literally unplayable. I'll still play it if I see him, but like it's very obvious this is gonna be like whatever below tier 4. Tier 4 is the lowest you can get, but I'm pretty sure this goes lower than that. I'd rather play Curator over Avatar of Zoth. Because Curator, I'd rather have a poison unit than like maybe two more death rattles. And then you're charged. So I don't like the wording on this because it says add a minion from your tavern tier to your warband and keep it. But adding to your warband means the minions on the board. And at first I thought it was going to mean put a minion into your hand, so it's still like 2 gold to get a random minion, which is great. But if this only triggers when you've got 6 minions on the board, then you're going to activate it once and maybe twice, and that's it. Why would you make yourself go 6 minions to just get something on your tier that you can't even choose? Yeah, it seems no good. No good. If you have 7 minions, I suspect you won't be able to play it. If you can trigger this while you're at 7 and it will still give you a minion, like after one of your units dies, another minion pops up, then this is really good. Then this is a really good, like, tier 2, maybe tier 1 hero. Not S tier, but yeah. But if it's literally you must have 6 minions in order to trigger this, it's tier 4. If I had to choose who's the best out of these terrible heroes, which are obviously all tier 4, imagine making the old gods this trash. It's incredible. It's just disrespectful. Like make him OP and then nerf him, you know? Like don't bring him out as terrible cards. Not necessarily worse than Yogg. Worse Yogg is what you thought? Yeah. See, Yogg is a respectful old god, you know? That's a solid hero power. He stays A tier, maybe top of B tier instead. But yeah, these guys, sad. If it triggers with 7 minions, it's way OP because it means you get to attack first 100%. No. What it means is that like when a minion dies, in the same way that your secret from a Kamzarak doesn't trigger until you have a spare spot in order to create a replica of a minion, that secret, it'll be the same as that. So you won't attack first, it's just that you'll get the minion after a spot's available. Why do you think Illidan's not removed from the hero pool? Yeah, why isn't a bunch of terrible heroes removed from the hero pool? Are these all Battle Pass only heroes? It's a huge buff to people who didn't pay for perks. Yes, these are all Battle perk ones. It's so true. Huge buff. I need to get rid of my perks right now, so don't get these in the pool. Why is Charge good on turn 3 when you don't hit a token? Yeah, that's about it. I think Kafun would be good if it costs 1. Well, Rakanishu would be good if it costs 1 too, right? But then Edwin becomes unviable as a thing. But yeah, I agree. At 1, it should have come out as 1, you know? I think 1 is probably a bit too powerful, but it should have come out as 1. People should have played it. It should have wrecked games, and then they nerfed it, you know? That's how old God should be. And then the hero pool update. Scalicronda's gone, guys. Unbelievable. My favorite hero. I mean, it's toxic and should be gone, so good. So Finley's back. New hero power new secret for a Kamzarak. I guess that prevents the bug from happening now. If you didn't know why a Kamsarak got banned, it's because turns out, and I have no idea how long this was going for, so I could have been abusing this ages ago. I never got to abuse it, but turns out if you don't play a single minion with a Kamsarak, and you just press the secret button every single turn, you could get Ice Block guaranteed to come out every time, because you'd get every other secret, and there'd be nothing left to discover except for Ice Block. So that was why people got rid of him, because you could guarantee top 2 every single time with it, right? And you could get first if you just kept pressing the button and the other person gave up. So every time you got a Kamsarak, you play nothing. You play absolutely nothing. You just ice block every turn. And that's it. So I'm guessing that's not possible now by adding competitive spirit. Like maybe you can't. There's too many secrets now because you can only have 5 secrets at once. So maybe there's enough secrets now that ice block's not going to show up. I have no idea. That was the bug, and that was why they got rid of them. But yeah, I don't know why I never thought of that. It's genius. It's genius. Let me just read the chat, guys. Can't keep many if your board was full. It should go into your hand. Like a copy should go into your hand. That's my inventory power. And then buffing them after people have shown the strength level. Yeah, that too. One golden Kafuna starts with 0-0. Only worked once they removed the secret. Yeah. Perfect timing to finally show up again so I can skip the new bad heroes. Good evening, Shock Destiny. New heroes are a nerf. It's so true. It's complete full of Colin's techniques. Genius will make for a boring stream. Totally, totally. I wish I was smart enough to do that. Zephyrus, obviously, this should have been free to begin with. It's ridiculous that it's 4. Happy to play him at this. Like, I have him at, like, basically D tier right now. With it costing free, he could go up to B tier, to be honest. I wouldn't say he's A tier free, at free gold, but definitely B tier. Maybe C tier. It'll be interesting to see. I'm so looking forward to this. Like, at free gold, it should be a lot more interesting than 4 gold plays. Patches, obviously, like I said yesterday, I was saying there shouldn't be any 4 gold hero powers. It should all be free gold. It should have been free gold years ago. Um, I'm sad there's not more buffs and nerfs to the heroes. Like, I honestly feel like they just can't be bothered dealing with that. It's just easier to jam more content into the game than it is to like balance it. It's kind of sad, but whatever. Like, they should just remove a bunch of like the crap heroes. Instead, they're just removing like the really powerful heroes, which is like the standard Blizzard approach. Um, New minions. Righteous Protector's gone, by the way, so this is the replacement. 2-2 Taunt Reborn. Pretty strong. Pretty good. Patches buff, let's go. When is patch out? Tomorrow, in about 12 hours. About 12 hours it should be out. It's just solid. It's just a solid card. I'll never bother tripling it. I mean, it trades really well, right? Like, this is you're so happy to see this when you don't get any token generators. That's good. This is just a good addition to the game. I've already read through the rest of these, and these all kind of suck. I kind of like the first card I read, Taunt. Whenever this is attack, give adjacent minions +1/+1. I liked that. I liked that there's this mechanic where you need to risk your board against like cleave. Like I feel like that was an area they could explore. So that's what this is, right? It's not because it's a combat buff. You don't get to keep the +1/+1, but it's just a nice card to see at tier 2 when you have like trash and you just pick this up. You make your board a little more powerful for a couple of fights. Righteous Protector died for him though, Sedge. Competes with 2 frees, which is important. Yeah, exactly. This is just a really good card. Like you take token generators first, and then you probably take this over a 2 free dragon, but I'd still take a 2 free Murloc over this. Because Murlocs can get buffs through next turn, so yeah. So your order is token generator, 2 free Murloc, and then Acolyte of Cafoon. Salamental counts as a token generator, if you're thinking about that. New Reborn Taunt Man doesn't play around Zap. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Where's my Zap Zap card? Anti-Zap card. Sad. I'll have to put Argus on my Baron to prevent Zap then instead with Acolyte Cafoon. Reverse Pirates. Yeah, so anyway, this is just a good card for like a couple turns when you're at tier 2. This, I like, add a gold coin to your hand, but the reality is it's tier 3 and you kind of need the power level of like 4/4s. Like I said, the average power level is 4/4. So you're going to have people trade into this and kill your entire board. So basically, the coin that you get is going to be roughly a minimum of like 4 life for 1 gold. Like unless you're like way ahead or you're doing like some Jandis shenanigans where you get like an early tier 3 and there's not very many good tier 3 cards, and then that's good. As an early tier 3 triple into Warden of Old, like early tier 2 triple into Warden of Old, that's kind of where it's gonna shine, even though you don't really want to do that. It's like a backup tier 3 discover. Beyond that, yeah, 5 gold for 1 coin. I mean, 5 life for 1 coin is too much of an exchange. Means I could be good with off here and at the spawn. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess yeah for 1 gold. Mm. 4/4 stat line for a normal card doesn't seem awful. Honestly, this should be 4/4. This should be 4/4 and it'll be fine, right? Like I wouldn't be surprised if I buff us to a 4/4. Like that's a reasonable power level at that point. I'll take that card and win the fight, but it won't die, Sage. True, still has to die. Yeah, so you're not even guaranteed. If you're too powerful, Warden of Old might not even give you the money. Warden of Old could be good with Lich King. True, yep. Yeah, that's another utility thing. So yeah, it's very niche. Like honestly, you don't really want to see it. Like yeah, very specific spots, but like 99% of the time, this is rubbish and you shouldn't take it. If you see a 4/4 or Warden of Old, you should probably take the 4/4 to be honest. Nah, I'll probably take the Warden of Old there and just be sad, but I'll take the Warden of Old, not understand that it's going to cost me 5 life, lose the 5 life, get a coin, and go, yeah, I did it, I got money. Yeah, the money's not even going to help by the time you get this. It's actually terrible. You should probably never pick this. If you never pick this, like, and pick anything else over it, you're probably doing good. Yeah, anyway, whenever friendly minion taunts attack, it plus 3 attack. So, whatever, right? It's just a 4/5 is super strong actually. That's like the effect, who cares? But like I said, the average stat line's 4/4. So if you have a 4/5, you're 2/4 trading. 2/4 trading everything you have. So this is just super good stat line wise. Who cares about the taunt effect? That's just like whatever. I wish I had Righteous Protector still, so it turned into a 4/1 when they got attacked instead of a trash Acolyte of Capoon. No, that's not true. It's because it's actually a 6/2 and it reborns as a 6/2 again, right? A 5/2, sorry. 5/2, 5/2. When are you playing? Want to see one last Wumbo Galakrond game? I'll play soon. I'm just going over the patch and then I'll be playing for the rest of the night. Big Fernal's like another watcher. I wanna. Why? Why have they added this word permanently? This is really. It bothers me so much. What does permanently mean? Does that mean during combat buffs, if you summon a demon, you get +1/+1 permanently? Like, is that what that means? Like, is it just does it mean that every big Fernal in the pool will have +1/+1 permanently? Does it, or is it just like when you play a card yourself, it's +1/+1? And if it's you play a card by yourself, it's +1/+1. Why is permanently in there? Because there are a whole bunch of other ones that don't say permanently and give you +1/+1. You can buff in fights. That's what it means. Because it says summon, it counts when summoned during battle. Yeah, I mean, they've used after you summon in like constructed as meaning when you play a card from your hand rather than when it's summoned in the middle of battle to gain stats. That's why I don't know if it actually means combat stats. I think it's for the imp combos. Yeah, yeah, for when you're like desperate and you pick up the Imp Gang boss and then you can get Big Fernal. They're like, I don't want to remove Imp Gang boss from the pool. Can we just give like put this Big Fernal in instead? Like, let's just make a card that synergizes specifically with it instead of removing a trash tier 3 demon. It says summon and not play. Yeah, I know it says that, but like there are cards in the game that say play and summon, and they don't work the way play and summon works. Like, it's just classic Blizzard. Can't be silenced. Free Taunt Demon 2. Oh yeah, we did it. +1/+1, baby. We just give the most common of big demons explicit. Should we make a better version of Gang Boss? Nah, just put this guy in. It's a really bad card. Like they should remove Junkbot too, but they haven't, guys. I think Junkbot's a meme at this point. Anyway, after friendly minion with taunt dies, gives its neighbors +2/+2. What? 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 I mean, What? That's only synergy is this tier 1 unit, right? So if you somehow kept your Acolyte of Cthulhu until tier 4 and you find this, then you get like +4/+4 for a turn? What? Beyond that, it's just like, who cares? This is an in-between card. Like, and when you're looking for tempo in the middle of stuff, you pick this up for like a turn or two and then you get rid of it. And low screen leadership saying only buffs in Tavern is permanent. Buffs in combat goes away after battle. That's why they add that permanently to not confuse new players. Yeah, yeah. I'm wondering. It could be. I hope that's what it means. That's how I'm interpreting it. But like I said, Blizzard could have just put permanently in here and totally forgot that this word shouldn't even be in there, and it's just game +1/+1. Like they're a small indie company, so they can't afford a proofreader to go over their cards. I just watched a meme streamer play Junkbot. Was it me? Could be fun with Rover, yeah. Oh, the Korashi could be fun with Rover. Yeah, I guess. How do we put that down? Yeah, I guess on like the right of a rover, right? And then it pops out and just yeah, sure. Like it's got like synergy. Like I said, it's a semi-typical, same as rover. Rover tends to be like you play it for a turn or two and then you get rid of it. So it's just like tempo for a turn, whatever. It's weird. Like whenever friendly taunt minions attack, gain +1/+1 permanently. I guess when we see it in this context, they're trying to imply that its combat buffs are permanent, right? That's what they mean by permanently. Whenever friendly minions or whatever. Tutu is like incredibly weak. How many how many taunts could you be playing at this point where you get the buffs and it matters? So maybe you have like 3 taunts by the time you get to tier 4 and you play one of these, so you can get it to like 5/5. Eh, maybe this will see a bit of play. I mean, I like the whole taunt mechanic because I love taunting everything anyway. I think taunt tribal is best tribal, but these taunt buff things just read Argus everything. Yeah. So crazy thing is that it's permanent, so it carries on to your next games as well. Yep. Power level difference between 2 and 1 spells is insane. Yep, agreed. It's almost like taunts are a new tribe now. Yeah, yeah. So this guy here, Faceless Tavern Goer, mm, that's committing to Hogger without ever seeing Hogger. That's what Faceless Tavern Goer is. Best part of it being a tier 5 is that you get to tier 4, you've got your triple, it's like, turn 8, you got 10 gold, you have 9 gold, sorry. So you press the button to level to tier 4, you buy your third unit to give you a discover, like your golden unit, play it. On there, you see Hogger, you see Faceless Tavern Goer, you see some other card. You take Faceless Tavern Goer, right? Because then you've got 2 Hoggers without having to take a Hogger out of your pool. Because you can only transform it into one that's in Bob's Tavern, not on your board. So by taking a Hogger out of the pool, you're reducing the chances of you seeing another Hogger where you're a Faceless Tavern Goer. You think you're gonna find that these scale faster than you realize? Maybe. I think maybe. So yeah, Faceless Tavern Goer is something that you commit to before you have anything good, and you get like absolutely wrecked for it. It's a minus tempo play, and I don't even think you recover the tempo by playing it on something good later. Like, you know what this is good for? This is good for Chad transitioning. When you're like discovering mass tier 5 units, you just pick up a bunch of these so you can turn it into a Chad, right? Into other Chads and Brands and stuff like that. And like, generally, it sucks balls. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the language, but it sucks. Yeah, this is a bad card, but I'm still gonna play it a lot and then get crushed and die and lose tempo and lose a lot of life and then wonder why I'm not high rolling. This is meant to be like the Xeris equivalent, right? Can you explain how it works again? So you just choose a minion in Bob 7 and it turns into that. That's it. It's just whatever you see in Bob 7, you play it, target the Tavern minion, and it's that now. My only question is whether or not Faceless Tavern Goer removes itself from the pool. If you play it, is it no longer Tavern Goer? Uh, is it still technically Faceless Tavern Goer and they're now all removed from the pool? So if we pick up like the 8 or whatever it is, like what is it? 11? I think there's 11 tier 5. Is that right? Might be wrong. Might be way off. Something like that. But yeah, if you pick up 11 of these and they're all transformed, are there any more left in the pool? When you transform this into a plain copy of something else, are you removing a copy of that minion that you've transformed into from the pool as well? The Blizzard doesn't really answer these kinds of questions. You just have to guess it, or someone has to go ahead and do the testing for it, which not many people want to do. How does Xeris work? It should presumably work the same way. Xeris does not remove anything from the pool. And it doesn't remove, like when it shifts into out of Xeris, there's another Xeris back in the pool as well. They confirmed that ages ago for Xeris. So yeah, you can buy like 100 Xeris units, and there's still 100 Xeris units left. It is okay if Zephyrus? Maybe. Does it get Mama Bear buffs? um, maybe. After you play a minion. So battle cries trigger before, after a minion goes onto the board, so it should take a Mama Bear buff. So if you have Mama Bear on the board, play this to hit a beast. Technically, according to ordering, it should turn into a beast, and then the Mama Bear buff triggers, because after you play a beast. Technically, unless the coding's bad. Xeris removes itself from the pool, yeah, very sad. Mithrax, this is really good. This is just a very good card. Um, A lot of times when you're playing for tempo every turn, which you should be until you get to about like tier 5-ish, you tend to have like 4 archetypes on the board. So just playing this, like discover when you get to that point where you discover at 9 gold and it's this, you're so good. Like it's straight up gonna be like an 8, 12 or whatever it is. And as you like even out your board into like a specific archetype you're looking for, you're gonna get less +1 +2 buffs, but by that point it's gonna be like a 20/20. You read this as hold me until you find a good couple, then it's a triple. Won't baseless 7 go be a good way to get triples? It's a tier 5 unit. When you're at tier 5, you're at the end game stage. So yeah, it's good for if you're like massively high rolling, you're ahead of everyone, and you don't care about what anyone's doing, right? So yeah, that's what it's for. It's for people who are high rolling, absolutely crazily, and they can just like finish off their comps. Like, say you've got the Exodia Beast comp going on, right? You can just finish off your pieces that way by doing Faceless Heaven Go stuff. Like we've already got like a locked in comp, and you just need specific cards. That's what this is for. But Mythrex is amazing, guys. It's absolutely amazing. Just pick this up. If you don't know what to pick up and you find this, just do it. Like this is gonna scale so fast. Elistra, the Immortal, great, great tech card. Tier 6, honestly, like, it should be reserved for, like, these tech kind of cards, you know? This is to protect your Amalgadon. So you know how everyone puts a bumper at the front to, like, break Amalgadons with Divine Shield and Poison on it? Now you have Elistra on the board. That brand that they put at the front is hitting your Elistra. Your Amalgadon is now immune to 1/1 tokens. Like, then let's say his next big unit comes through and it whacks into Elistra. Elistra is reborn, and he's still got Divine Shield, so he's got like he's a 7/1. And then you kill his Amalgadon, which spawns 1/1 Saprolings, and those 1/1s go into Elistra again, and do not touch your Amalgadon, and don't break any of your other Divine Shields. Like, it's amazing. It's an amazing in-game card. It's even just strong as a 7/7 with Divine Shield and Reborn. Like, this 28 damage. 28 damage for one card is amazing. I'm just reading your chat, guys. They nerfed all archetypes for these 7/7 neutral cards. Gonna be a pain to roll for everything? Yeah. It's also good for Zap. Yeah, also, I guess. Oh, like taunt your Baron. Yeah, yeah, totally. I mean, how many times have you seen a Baron taunted in your life? Like, I think I've done it like twice ever in order to counter a Zap that I knew was coming up. And that's over my entire career of like 5,000 games. So I like that you're like you could just like counter Zap that way. I'm like, like it doesn't happen very often. You have to have big kahunas to taunt your Baron. Thank goodness they removed so many bad cards. So happy that the beast is gone? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Righteous Protector gone. Beast gone. Crowd favorite? Weird that they got rid of it. Like I thought this was like a solid card, like and it saw a decent amount of play. Like I don't really understand like Like, why? Where's the reasoning behind this one? There isn't what 4/4s in the pool or something? Shift Zeros is obviously a huge nerf to my gameplay. I'm very upset about this. Alright, shall we go through the standard balance changes, guys? Play dance. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, that's my big run through of the patch. This will be interesting. This is cool. I like this. Obviously, it's hugely RNG, but whatever. They're leaning into the mechanics of Battlegrounds. Let's see how that works out. These minions are a nice change to the game. I wish the wording was clearer, or they just had someone explaining the wording. Do you still have the 19k trophy at home? No, no. Bro broke down my door, took the trophy, took everything I own. I don't have anything. It's just me and this webcam, and that's it. Oh god. He won't give me back my children. He took them too. My wife's gone. It's just oh man. If I don't hit 90k by today, like I'm never gonna see them again.